Suesue, tell us some funny stories, Suesue.
I don't have any more.
Tell us about when you were a child care worker. That's a funny story.
That lasted 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
I felt so sorry for her.
I came home crying. I
said, well, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
So how did you get roped into daycare?
I had a friend, somebody I knew worked there and said they had an opening.
Yeah.
For 2-year-olds.
2-year-olds.
And it was just like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And was that
1 in the afternoon until 6.
It was Jerome's wife.
Yeah.
Was that your favorite age when Calvin and I were 2?
No, but I didn't know I was going to have that many. I had like 10.
And just
one person.
No helpers?
No helpers. And they all would be doing I'd be taking one to the bathroom, and the little girls, they wanted to stand up like the little boys. And when I told them they couldn't stand up, I said, look, you sit down here on this thing and you do it. And they would write on the walls when I wasn't looking. And
so what was the last straw?
the last straw was one afternoon. They were all acting up, and I couldn't get them to hush, so I just sit there. I was just sitting there. They were screaming and carrying. I thought, I can't. So somebody opened the door and flipped the light off. One of the people that worked outside.
Right.
And they flipped it. What's going on? And they got quiet when the lights went off. What's going on here? And I said, I can't get into mine. They just, they just won't sit still. So she said, y'all better. So then somebody came in and said, you want somebody to stay in here and you go into where the babies are. I said, that's probably a good idea. So I went in with the babies. By the time I was in there, they told me I better go home. I said, I just can't handle it. And I was crying when I got home.
I can't remember you crying when I was growing up.
Calvin does.
Oh, really?
He remembers I was sick, you were sick, you were little, and I was rocking you, and I didn't feel good, and you didn't. And Wayne was going to Dallas leaving there by myself, going to Dallas to a meeting or something. And Calvin says he remembers that, and I started crying. I was crying, Jody was crying, and Wayne was walking out the door leaving us. And Calvin was just standing there.
You remember her crying when Elvis died?
Yeah, well, I remember her being upset. I don't remember her crying.
Did you cry when Elvis died?
I don't know. I didn't boo-hoo cry.
I remember she got mad at me because I said, we didn't know Elvis.
We didn't know Elvis.
What do we care? We didn't know Elvis.
I did care, though. He was...
Did you cry when John F. Kennedy died?
I don't know.
What about Michael Jackson?
I know where I was. I was in college in the... the room place where everybody goes just to
Common.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Mommy ever crying?
Yes. Yes.
About what?
ACL.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't happy about that knee surgery thing she had to have.
The knee surgery?
Throwing stuff at me. Yes, you
you
did.
I threw it at the wall.
I was standing by the wall.
This is before you had it or after you had it?
After she had it.
It hurts, doesn't it? I've had a lot of ladies at church have had knee surgery.
Yeah, they said it was going to rename the name of the church to Church at Wounded Knee. all the ladies having
all of them old ladies.
knee replacements and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you throw this a wall?
Her knee brace.
Church at Wounded Knee.
Okay, so then did you even go back to childcare? You just didn't even
No.
show up? Did you
I
call
told
them and tell?
Yes. I told them, I said, I'll come back one more day. He was like, no, that's okay. We don't need you to come back.
So pretty much they fired
This
you.
is probably on a Thursday. No, they didn't fire me. I quit.
Yeah, that's what you tell people.
No, I quit. And I told Bo, I said, I can't go back there. He said, well, don't go there.
And Bo, you say, get back there, lady. We need some money.
No, money. I was making
No, she
$6
didn't.
an hour.
And then you moved on to JCPenney.
Oh, gosh.
Do you miss JCPenney?
No, I do not.
A little
miss
bit.
JCPenney. No.
Those customers that would ask you if you had a certain size?
She had several jobs in
If you worked there?
What jobs did she have in between? Yeah.
I worked part-time I worked for the mayor of Denham Springs.
That was a good one.
Secretary.
That was a good job. Yeah.
Well, he had a secretary that was quitting,
Yeah.
moving, getting another job, and I was really going to take her place.
Right.
But she didn't leave.
Uh-oh.
She didn't move, so I worked there like 6 or 8 weeks. And I liked that. But she never left, so I didn't get that job. That was the one through the first you know, part-time personnel thing, you
I
know.
want to hear a
How's
J.C.
that?
Penney story.
Then
You want to hear J.C. Penney
Ben,
story?
Ben has an impression of suesue
No,
at
I don't
JC Penney.
No, you can tell it.
Come on, Ben, do
I
it.
can't tell it.
Why?
About
The
do
shoes?
you work here?
And the lady asked if you worked there, and you're like, nah, I just like rearranging
Picking
shoes.
shoes up, yeah. Yeah, I got a name tag and I'm picking up, cleaning up. Do you work here? No, I just like to pick up shoes. She said, oh, I said, no, I'm kidding. I really don't. And then, let's see, what are some of my, I had a story every day. Some of them been very nice, though. Somebody made me mad every day. These ladies getting in line and...
So did JCPenney have like a customer service training program you went through, or they just throw you out there?
we just really got thrown out there. You did have a video to watch. And they took you and showed you where the camera room was. You know, where they had cameras watching, you know, different things.
And did you watch the video?
Yes, I watched the video. But as far as training on the floor, they just put you out there. And
Did they fire you or did you quit?
I quit. I was so happy to quit. No, they didn't fire me. I got written up a couple of times.
Did they watch you on those?
What is written up?
Okay, wait, I hadn't heard that story.
I got written up because I got written up for this one night, closing. All the lights went out in the store. And I'm downstairs, you take your money upstairs. That's where the office is. So all the lights went out and I couldn't see. I had my money ready to take upstairs, me and this other girl, there's two of us closing. And she said, oh, we can't go up. You're not supposed to go up till they call you. They'll call and bring your money up. I said, it's dark down here. I'm taking my money up. You want to come with me? Fine. You don't? That's fine. What can I do? You know, it's getting late. I was tired. So I go up there. Nobody else is up there. I sit in the chair in the office. So here comes this lady that don't like me anyway, the manager. She comes through, and she had flipped the lights back on. And I was already upstairs with my money in. What are you doing up here? I didn't call you. I said, I know, but it was dark down there. And I said, I'm not going back down there. And if you want to write me up, just write me up. Because I'm not going back down there. You know. Well, you're not supposed to turn it in. You're being ill, something to the manager or something. So needless to say, I stayed up there. And the next day she wrote me up.
And what happens when you get written up? What
3 times and you're fired.
We didn't really care if they fired her or not. I mean,
3 times. I think that was really the only time.
What was her name?
Gosh, I can't even think of her name. Margaret.
Margaret.
She
She white or black?
black.
She was racist.
She was black.
She was racist, wasn't she?
Oh, I got accused of being racist.
yeah, they love to use that.
Well, this young boy, he just started with us. He's a black young man, and he was helping somebody. We were real busy that day. And he had the shoes. She had bought about 8 pair of shoes. It was when they were on clearance, you know, this lady had bought. So I went up there, and I had a customer, too. We only had 2 registered, so I was helping him. I said, how many pair of shoes she's got here? And I counted 8, you know. And I said, yeah, 8, you know, because he was putting them all in. And I started bagging them for him. And she said, I know what you're doing. Are you his manager? I said, no, I'm not his manager. I'm just, oh, you just think you wanted to make sure he did it right, that he didn't, you know. I said, ma'am, I was just trying to help. Oh, no, I know what I said, okay, whatever. You know, whatever you know. I don't know. I mean, you know, whatever you know, you know. Yeah,
she was black.
Yeah,
So,
and I didn't interfere. I went to help because he wasn't here.
Did,
And who was the boy?
did he defend
He did
you?
not. That's the thing. No, he didn't say a
He
word.
didn't.
So I went when she left. I went back to him. I said, "Why didn't you open your mouth and say I was?" Well, I didn't know what to say. You know, one of those. So anyway, later that night, the lady came and somebody came and told me that she told the manager that she went to the manager and said I was being prejudiced because I helped him. You know, I was being. So then some white lady came by and later and she said, I was in line, you know, she said, if you need me to speak up, because I said, you did nothing wrong. I said, I know I didn't. I said, you know, I don't care, you know, what they could do. She said, but I would, you know, stand up for you if you needed, you know, like they got on
Yeah, but
TV
she was
or
white
something.
too.
Yeah.
So it could just be the whiteies trying
Oh,
to
and
keep the
then,
black
and
man
then,
down.
and then one time I was helping this lady, of course I'm white, she's white, and I have to go help her. She has to get in line because we have to go out in front to get a sheet.
Right?
She, you know, I had to help her. So when we came back up, there was a black lady standing there. Well, the white lady just came, cause,
Uh-oh.
Well, I had already been helping her, and of course the black lady here's what she does. I would say something, but I won't. And that lady heard her too, and I was so glad. The lady turned around and said, I know what, I didn't say anything. They said, yeah, I know what you said. Like, this lady, she was helping me long before you ever got here. We had to go out there and get the shoe. And I was like, I was saying, yay. We're saying that because I couldn't say it, you know. But just things like that, you know.
And you miss it, don't you?
No, I don't miss it.
And tell them about the card. I won't say the name of the card, but because that's part of the fun.
Oh yeah, this lady.
Yeah,
These two black young girls. They won a comment card. Come to the comment card. I said, what? You know, a comment card. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. And so one of the black girls, of course, I said, she want, a comment card. A comment. I said, well, that's not what she said. She said, comment. I don't know what comment is. And so she wanted to write something up.
I'm sure she wrote something nice about you.
No, she probably didn't, but I mean, I didn't know what she was saying, and she's getting mad because I didn't understand what she was saying. But she's saying comment. It's comment. I said, if she said comment, I know what she's talking about. But I said, she's saying comment card, and I didn't know what that was. But she knew what it was. And then, let's see, I got stories about other ladies. This other lady was telling it, white lady too. She works at the children's department. And this lady was up there with her little boy. Black lady and man, little boy, you know. Well, he was up there tearing off the clothes, like sitting on, you know. He was up there just tearing them down. And she went over to him and said nicely, you know, you don't be doing that. You know, these clothes need to stay, don't be doing that. So he went and told his mama that lady. She said, oh, that's okay. She don't know that you're on the honor roll.
Oh, gosh.
What's honor roll got to do with tearing up clothes in the stove? And we laughed about that. That lady was telling that. She said, I said, what does that got to do with anything? He was right there tearing up the clothes.
You should know better than to do
Right.
that.
But she does, that's all right. She just don't know you on the honor roll. I said, oh,
You get free pass to do bad things when you're on the honor roll.
I guess. And then they come back behind, our desk was like this, and you lined up out here, especially when we were, and then you could walk behind us, because we had some shoes behind us. Our door was behind us. But you could walk, customers could walk back there. So they come back there, we were real busy, and want you to get them a shoe, instead of getting in line. You know, oh, here, can you get that? No, ma'am, you got to get in line. One lady. I mean, you know, there's blacks, more blacks and whites and everything in line. Well, I guess I'm just the wrong color. You just look at them. Because you had to get in line, you know. And then there's one lady, Goldie was waiting. Now, Goldie's my friend. She's black, but she was my friend. She worked there. And she's waiting on this black couple. And the lady came up. The guy was real nice. The lady came up, and she had something that didn't have a price tag on. It was from the other department. Goldie said, well, you got to go get another one that has, you know, and she's all huffy and puffy. If I was, you know, if I was white, I wouldn't have to do this. Go get another one. So he was standing there, so she come back, and she's still sort of ugly. So when they walked off, the man apologized. He said, I'm sorry, you know, for the way she acted, because you didn't do anything wrong, you know. And Goldie said, oh, we're used to it.
Goldie was a character.
Yeah, I like Goldie. She was a character.
She wasn't your ordinary, typical run-of-the-mill, you know, black.
And then I had two, they were men dressed like women,
Nice.
come in there. And I didn't know, I thought it was women. And I went to the back, and they said, they knew, you know. They said, I guess you know that's men you waiting on. They had size 11 foot, but, I mean, some big women have size 11, you know. So the next time they kept coming in, I knew who they were, but they were dressed up like women, had the earrings and all. I recognized it. It was the same two.
Did you get their names? Did you introduce yourself?
No, I didn't introduce myself.
Yeah.
But that was experience because I'd never seen him.
And so you don't wake up thinking, man, I wish I could get
No.
my job back at JCPenney.
No.
Is there one close, or is that one in Monroe?
Oh yeah, there's one in Monroe.
Do you miss
I
your
ride by them
discount?
all.
You don't miss your discount?
Oh yeah, I miss I did buy a lot of stuff. I hadn't bought anything since.
Yes, she did.
No,
She's
we
got
got a lot
shoes
of
she
good
hadn't even
deals.
got to put on.
We got a lot of good deals
Saving
though.
them for later.
Yeah.
You did. We get. I mean, like
Yeah.
they'd have 50% off, and then we got our
Nothing
15%
at
off.
JCPenney's is ever the real price.
I know.
You
It's
never
always-
pay the regular.
No, when it came in, when it comes in, like those shoes, these are new shoes. They would be
It's
marked
already
45. Oh,
20% off.
yeah, they're selling for 30 something, 32.
What are you doing, Jake?
But they're
I'm with my, what you call
And they
it?
don't even have signs that it's for sale. You just get a happy surprise when you go check out.
yeah, sometimes. And we had to put up signs, but I guess we did miss